not being hidden is something that he
He's not
wants.
hidden. I'm pretty sure all of her friends and family, the people that are important and need to know, they know.
So walking out of me and blocking me was your way to communicate this with
Right.
me, or you could have like sat down with me and been like, "Hi, sweetheart. We have been here 6 months. We want to move forward in the relationship. Let's make an effort." Because like I have this problem where I don't read people's minds because I don't
So hard.
assume that everybody knows everything. If you see that I'm exhausted and I'm working all day and you have this in your mind and I'm trying to have a nice dinner with you, instead of just like poof disappearing, wouldn't you have like told me that during dinner?
All my stuff says in a relationship. No matter what social media, my stuff says I'm in a relationship.
Okay, how about this? So he's told you now. Would you post him now?
No, because
Ah.
he couldn't talk to me and communicate this with me like an adult.
6 months, you knew that, like, come on. There's purpose there if you're not posting someone for 6 months. I'm sure there's some, like,
What?
great picture that you guys have taken in that 6 months period where, like, maybe you guys have, like, a lovely picture where you have your arm or hand on his chest, and you're not
it
posting
doesn't
that.
matter. No, you
And
don't
you
have
haven't
to.
even introduced him to the fam?
Of course
6
not.
months?
Like you're waiting. You need to make sure you really enjoy and love this person before you bring them into your life like that.
We had some issues with live, but we're back on, and Coquethia already commented. Tell Colin to come over here. I'll post him. How about that? 866-639-4689. What are your thoughts? Have you ever had someone like trying to hide you on social media and then you found out why? Because I'm going to tell you why. They're hiding you for a reason.
What do you mean? No, they're
6
not.
months, not a single post.
Do you post every girl you date?
If I'm in a relationship for 6 months, absolutely. Duh. Unless I'm hiding them because I got other girls in the wings.
No, that doesn't mean that. I'm a very private person, so
Yeah. Famous last words in a relationship. I'm a very private person.
I am.
Because they got,
When the last time I posted a dude? It's been a while.
I'm not going to say.
That's been some years.
You put me on that path. And I mean,
All
like,
right, yeah.
yeah.
Well,
All right. You want me to?
No,
I'll
we're not.
go. All
We're
right.
not doing that.
All right. 866-639-4689. That's funny. Good morning. Hang on just a second. You're going to be the first person. Hey, good morning. We've got one call ahead of you. Stand by. Hey, good morning. Hang on just a second. You got 2 calls ahead of you. Stand by. Be effing around for real. That's right, Em. Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, it's Jessica.
What's up, Jessica? What are your thoughts on this real quick?
I had that happen to me too, but it was because he was cheating. That's why he didn't want to claim me on Facebook or social media.
Really?
Yeah.
Guys would
doing
do
other
that?
stuff.
They wouldn't post you on
Right.
social media because they're talking to other women?
Yes, and then he was actually, he like had me on like the restricted profile, and he was like on people's posts, all kind of stuff, claiming other people, and we lived together and had been together for years.
What?
So,
He's a private
I
person.
no, well, no, not at all. So I feel dude on that. I mean, if you can't introduce me to at least one person or something, I mean,
Yep.
it's not real. She knew what she was doing, and she knew why he ghosted her. I don't even know why she called.
Thank you. Thank you for your sanity. Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name's Stephanie, and I'm from Greenville.
Go ahead. Tell us your story, your thoughts.
So I just heard about the girl that's in a 6-month relationship, and the boyfriend
Yep.
is upset because she doesn't want to be posted on social media. But I personally think that if it's that much of a problem for you to like abandon the relationship, it really speaks volumes to me that you need validation from everyone else. That
That's
like
it.
you don't invest in these people that are on social media daily, and people don't care about your happiness. Like, it's a lot of people that she may work with that is like sneaky, that I work with a lot of people that will just try to intentionally hurt your happiness or try to say bad things upon your relationship and plant negative seeds in your mind. And I just don't want to deal with it. So he should be more respectful that she values the relationship so much that she don't want to put it at jeopardy and putting it on social media, because 9 times out of 10, anything you see on social media nowadays is just negative and heartbreaking, and it's just like,
You should follow
come
me on
on
social
now.
media. I got a
No,
lot of
that's the
positive
truth.
stuff on there.
That's the truth. That is so true, because anytime that I have posted a man on social media, people go add them. Like, what you adding my mans for? You know what I mean? Like, y'all, we not even
Right.
friends in
Okay,
real life. So
okay.
why would you go add them? Like, I get exactly what you're saying.
Interesting. Okay,
But
thank you.
as far as meeting the family, I mean, I don't think that would have been a problem for me personally. Like, you can meet my family or whatever, but if you're gonna walk out on me, you're definitely not gonna meet my family.
Thank you very
Facts.
much.
Thank you.
I have so many things to say on that, but she was so long-winded. I was just like, nope. If I
Because
start
she was
saying,
speaking facts.
no,
that's
she wasn't.
why. Yes, she was.
Let me tell you. Okay, if you go to walk out on me because I'm not posting you, then that means that it's on
He
you
can't
and everything. Like, no,
communicate.
he was walking out because he ain't no dummy. He knows why
No,
she's hiding
he
him.
can't
'cause she's
communicate.
got
Why he
other
didn't wake her
men
up and tap her on the
line.
shoulder? Why you can't post me? That's just a simple
Just
conversation.
like our first caller. He didn't post because he was hiding all these other hoes.
I'm on.
Good morning, Dr. Marie. Go ahead. What are your thoughts?
I want to know, do he really want to be with her, or is he stunting for the gram?
Hello.
Because I have been married for 13 years, and you can scroll down my Facebook page, and you will be hard-pressed to see my husband. I do not post my family, my husband, my business. I post what I want to post, and if you don't like it, kick rocks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Marie. I love you.
Yeah,
You're right. 'Cause
look,
Okay.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
She don't got to post nothing or nobody if she don't want to. It's called her page. Is she all over his page while he checking for him on hers?
Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Marie.
Thank you.
I will hold my tongue. Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Lucina. I'm calling from Seneca, South Carolina.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the posting on social media, I was with a gentleman for a few years and had posted a picture of him, and he flipped his you-know-what and asked me to take it down because he didn't want his ex seeing it.
What that got to do with you? What the ex going to be mad for?
See, and come to find out, there was other things. He was hiding. He was talking to other people. So I do have an issue with that, especially if you've been with somebody for a few years. So, it's fishy if you don't want to post somebody on your social media, especially if you're proud to be with them and want people to know. And that other person is like, they hiding something. They hiding something.
Okay. Thank you for your call.
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Thank you.
What is done in the dark will come to the light. Good morning. We're going to let you be the last call on this one. Go ahead. What are your thoughts real quick?
My thoughts are, so I've been with my husband for 7 years, and in the beginning, I used to post him on social media all the time, and he never really posted me, and it used to cause a problem. I don't know why. I was young and naive, and I thought, if you posted me on social media, everybody would know. And now, 7 years later, we hardly post each other because people don't want to see your happiness. They either want to take your post and use it against you, or they want to see you unhappy and try to ruin your life. So, there's no sense in posting it on social media because
Can I say, you're the second person that we've talked to that's like that. Y'all need to change friends. I don't have anybody that does that in my life
doesn't
on my
even
social
matter.
media.
You would think you don't.
I
You
don't.
think
I
you
don't
don't.
know
you would
anybody.
think you don't. Like Barbie said, though, you think you don't. But those people
no.
that act like they're your best friends, I had a friend who was my best friend. She turned around and slept with my baby daddy. Well, she was living in my house and he was living in my house.
Damn.
Yeah.
And I was dating him for 4.5 years, and she slept with my baby daddy. So
I don't have
and
any
I
friends
spent-
that would do that. That's what I'm
I
saying.
spent $600 on baby stuff for her child who she was pregnant with, and I took my hard-earned money and spent it on her baby. And then in return, she turned around and slept with my baby daddy. So you don't know that you have those friends because they're naive. They act like they're your friend, and then they turn around and use everything against you, and your family will do that too.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Y'all keep saying it's behind my back and everything like that.
And they may not even be your friend. They like people. Your page is open. You know what I
It's
mean?
very open.
So there's
Right.
people out there that's gonna screenshot stuff and like send it and do whatever.
Oh,
Like I
man.
promise you, if I was to post something, oh my god,
Mm.
like it would just like people just feed off drama. They're gonna want to know who is that, like who you with, like who
I
you
just feel
dating,
like we got a
all
lot
of
of
that.
negativity out there in the world. I post happy pics on my social media. I delete friends who are negative. There you go. Stab, stab, stab. Jesus. You're going to get, oh no, don't say anything with that stab or anything like that. You'll end up getting banned for like a month. And it's not us. It's like freaking Facebook is sensitive AF. I mean, like, I want Elon Musk to buy Facebook so we can see how badly it is. You know, like, let me get this real quick. Dex, you just found out our friends changed not that long ago.
And then some
What do
people,
you
some
mean?
guys
you
would
talking
still
about?
want to.
No. That's different. And what happened to that guy? I cut him out. That's that's what you got to do. You got to cut those vines.
Understand not posting everything if I made my profile public or if I were famous, but I don't and I'm not. Like any dude that I post, like a lot of my gays are fine. You know what I'm saying? So people be like, "Oh, that's your man," and I'm like, "No, that's not." He actually doesn't want me or you.
Ah! What you should do is be like, yeah, he might want you. Go ahead, see what you can do. Or he is my man, and then see if they try to get with him.
Oh, one girl, I don't even know who she is. Some listener, I don't know. But when I was dating Alexander, remember? She slid in my DMs, was like, "Oh my gosh, your man is so fine," and started following him. Like, bitch, what you doing? What are you doing? When it
I don't
comes
even
to
know
my
why she called.
relationships, I'm a very private person. I don't have anything to hide. It's just something it's not to put on social media. I'm not going to post you on mine, and you are not going to post me on yours.
So many secretive people. So many.
You have no idea how many people are praying for your downfall. Right.
I mean, like our competition, sure, but that's about it.
Go go to the drag show this weekend in Greenville. Who drag show? People either want to break you up with your significant other, so why blast them all over social media? She was waiting for her chance. She was trying to be like you, right, girl? I'm tell you now. I always tell any female, if you want them and you can get them, you can have them. You can have them. Right, when it's something good, they come for it, child. That one wasn't that good.
So many negative experiences with people.
Because prime example, over the weekend, somebody was screenshotting my friend that was out with me and my cousin and them, and like sent it to their person.
Their person?
Yeah, they're the person that they're with. Like, why are you doing all of that? You know what I'm saying?
What were they doing?
Nothing,
like,
just
okay,
at
that's weird.
hanging out.
Huh.
But because she was with another guy, that she assumed that, oh, look at this. Like, no, like it ain't even like that. But people are messy like that.
It's fishy.
Now I need homegirl to call in because she said that where'd it go?
1 minute.
Yep, my boyfriend won't post me. Found out he's married. Samantha.
Oh my gosh, that's huge. All right, we'll read that one. And you know what? I'm sorry, guys. I'm slacking today because I didn't even prepare True Crime Tuesday.
What?
I know.
The disrespect.
I know. Well, someone also shut down my computer, so hopefully I have everything for True Crime Tuesday. do. Oh, good. Thank goodness. Guys, we have like an hour and a half of phone calls from last week from True Crime Tuesday. Y'all, there's too many stories on that stuff.
Enough with the trolls. Let's get it to True Crime Tuesday.
I know, right? We're going to do one break, and then we'll go into True Crime Tuesday, which will give me enough time to get ready for it.
Maybe she's just different or just want anyone to know she's with him meeting the parents. Part I don't get. 6 months is a little while. I don't know, y'all. My family is very dear to me. My circle is very close, and like I stopped letting people in that quick. Like it take a while.
You had one job to do. I know. Oh, crap. Here we go. I had another job to do, and I didn't do that. Whew. All right. So many calls coming in this morning whenever it comes to not posting a significant other. That's what happened in our Ghosted. This girl gets ghosted 6 months into the relationship. She has never posted her man on social media.
And
she
he
never
just walked out, though. I don't like that part. That's childish to me and real sassy like.
Well, most ghosteds are like that. I mean, like people can, solve. I think we've said this before. Most of the ghosteds that we do could be solved with a simple conversation, but people don't want to have that conversation. Right?
But I mean, if he is so bothered by not being posted on her social media, he should have said something.
You know what?
They've been dating 6 months. Like, if it's that big of a deal, then speak up.
Because he ain't stupid. He doesn't want to get played. He knows he's getting played. She's got other people. She's hiding him for a reason.
That's not true.
Take a listen to this girl. Good morning. Tell us your story.
I had that happen to me too, but it was because he was cheating. That's why he didn't want to claim me on Facebook or social media.
Really?
Yeah.
Guys would do that?
Stuff.
They wouldn't post you on social media because they're talking to other women?
Yes, and then he was actually, he like had me on like the restricted profile, and he was like on people's posts, all kind of stuff, claiming other people, and we lived together and had been together for years.
What?
So,
he's a private person.
No, not at all. So I feel dude on that. I mean, if you can't introduce me to at least one person or something, I mean, it's not real. She knew what she was doing, and she knew why he ghosted her. I don't even know why she called.
I'm telling you, I have learned, perspective. You got to have perspective. 1 minute you think that this is the girl of your dreams and you're like, like in love. Then you find out that you're just a fling. And that's why she's not posting you.
That's not the case.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Posted on social media, I was with a gentleman for a few years and had posted a picture of him, and he flipped his you-know-what and asked me to take it down because he didn't want his ex seeing it.
What that got to do with you? What the ex going to be mad for?
See, and come to find out, there was other things. He was hiding. He was talking to other people. So I do have an issue with that, especially if you've been with somebody for a few years. It's fishy if you don't want to post somebody on your social media, especially if you're proud to be with them and want people to know. And that other person is like, they hiding something.
They hiding something. What was that girl, Samantha? What was it?
Samantha said, yep, my boyfriend won't post me, found out he's married. Wait, so y'all still together? That's what I want to know.
Or was that the guy that you were seeing? Maybe she just didn't put ex-boyfriend. I'm just saying. See, perspective. You think that they're the love of your life, and next thing you know, you decide. You the fling.
I know, it's horrible. But it's not the case for everyone. Everyone doesn't post
No, it's true.
their person.
Some people are private people.
Yeah, it's okay to be private.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least wait till you got a ring on your finger, at least.
Boy, that's...
Mm-hmm.
All right, coming up, 2 songs away. It's time to get into True Crime Tuesday. That's what a lot of people come in on Tuesday, 8 o'clock hour. We do this every Tuesday, 866-639-4689. Have you or someone you know been involved with some kind of true crime, whether it be like a witness, a victim, maybe they were the perpetrator and they're serving time in prison, whatever it might be, what happened? That's the stories that we are looking for. We'll go ahead and launch that again. 2 songs away. So call now, though, 866-639-4689. True Crime Tuesday.
Can't stop, won't stop, bad boy.
I'm back from Tennessee. What were you doing in Tennessee, Tank? 10 is all I see. All right. Let's see.
I'm getting a little hungry.
Come on, Barbie T. She's posting her friends. What she ate. She's not
That
private
doesn't
about
matter.
that.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't
She
matter. That
never-
doesn't matter. My
But
friends
you
and
post
my
up these
my
happy
friends
things.
and my
There's always these
man-
people that are going
my
to turn on
friends
you.
and my man is totally different. My friends and my
Bristol.
man.
Okay.
I
She
didn't
never
even
missed
post
school
my
or
nephew
nothing like
for a
that.
while.
She would like tell me about her man would pay for her classes and stuff, but
So,
he was like controlling and stuff like that. And one day, I remember she came
'cause if
came
anybody
to
play
school with a
about
black
certain
eye, and I
things
was
with
like,
me,
"Girl, I was like, what's
y'all gonna
going
be-
on?" But she wasn't really
bruh.
telling me nothing.
Okay.
Long story short, she got like 3 boys. I guess the youngest one wasn't his kid. She was
I
like
see.
missing from class. I haven't heard from her or nothing. So I hit her family member up, and I was like, "Hey, she hasn't been posting on Facebook and nothing. What's going on?" I guess they had said that the guy snapped.
Did we do the one where the guy killed the girl's college roommate? Do you remember that? Gosh, I'm trying to figure out which ones we've played and which ones we haven't yet because there's a lot.
Up against the
Oops. Oh, you guys are hearing all of this. Sorry, my bad. Ooh, this is the one that went big yesterday.
Hmm.
What was that? Yep. Okay.
And then too, she want to make sure it works out. I remember one time I got into a fake relationship for a month and it lasted, and then I'm glad I never posted them because y'all don't even remember. Cause that's embarrassing. Like, let's see.
Oh, yeah, this
Yeah,
is the one.
that one.
Sorry, Dr. Marie. You're going to have to hold on. Going to have to hold on. I'm over here trying to pick a story to listen to. Sorry. My bad, guys. All right, we're almost ready. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. My ex-husband never posted me in our 13 years. We
Ooh.
were actually married. Matter of fact, we weren't even friends on social media. Several affairs later, he's now someone else's problem. Dang, Brittany. Dang.
Mm.
Now you got.
Oh, Tank, you were in Bristol?
Yep. Bristol Motor Speedway. That's the big thing over there. Man, you ever get one of those messages that you read and you're just like, shut up? You know, like it's just so like.
Kevin, that's the tea right there. I wonder how relationships survived before social media, or maybe I'm just old. Like, seriously.
Let me tell you how.
Everybody's wanting that validation of being posted.
Oh no, let me tell you how many relationships have failed because of social media because it was easier to hide the relationship and people were cheating, and then all of a sudden, bam, things pop up because of social media. How about that? That's your tea. You look lovely, Barbie T. That's over there on YouTube.
Thanks.
What up, Nancy? Good morning. Zen user Dex FN. Nice name. That guy is right. All right, here we go. 30 seconds.
I'm starting to get hungry. God.
You getting hungry?
Yeah. I need some water. My stomach is growling.
All right, it's time to get into True Crime Tuesday. You know how this works, Barbie T. Can you explain it just in case?
Yeah, if you've ever experienced any crime or witnessed anything or know anybody that does, then call in and tell us your stories.
Right.
866-639-4689.
Now, they've got to be real stories. Think ID channel. Like, we're talking like, crazy stories that will make us say, wow.
Yeah.
Here we go. This girl, college roommate. This is what ended up happening with her roommate. Go ahead. Tell us the story.
She never missed school or nothing like that. She would like tell me about her man would pay for her classes and stuff, but he was like controlling and stuff like that. And one day I remember she came to school with a black eye, and I was like, girl, I was like, what's going on? But she wasn't really telling me nothing. Long story short, she got like 3 boys. I guess the youngest one wasn't his kid. She was like missing from class. I haven't heard from her or nothing. So I hit her family member up, and I was like, hey, she hasn't been posting on Facebook and nothing. What's going on? I guess they had said that the guy snapped. He ended up stabbing the hell out of her, like all crazy stuff or whatever. Took only his boys. So he left the baby there while she's bleeding out and all that. And took only his boys and brought the boys to his mama's house and, like, left. Nobody knows where he was or nothing.
He ended up going on the run, and I believe he is still on the run.
That is scary.
Isn't it?
That is really scary.
Good morning out of Tennessee. Tell us your story.
My ex-father-in-law was actually murdered in Oak Ridge.
Oh, my goodness.
His wife they had his wife at work. She calls him. They usually call each other every day at lunch. Well, she didn't get a call that day. Came home, was wondering why she never got her call. They walked in the door. There was blood all over the apartment. They found him on the floor with a knife stuck in his back.
Oh.
They had a suspect, but said they wouldn't arrest him until they found the other suspects involved. So that was going on almost 4 or 5 years ago. To this day, they've still not closed the case.
Shut up.
What do you
Really?
mean? Like,
Why? Why do you think it was him?
Well, because the way it happened, they said that somebody the door wasn't busted, like they didn't slam the door down. It
They
looked
let
like
him
somebody
in.
had opened the door.
so it's somebody he knew.
Dang. 866-639-4689. I would say at least arrest the guy that you think is a suspect. I don't care about the other one then. It's been that many years.
Jeez.
Right? Again, 866-639-4689. Do you have a story, whether it be someone you know? Is it someone in your life? You know, what happened? True Crime Tuesday. Share your stories now.
That's loud.
All right. Man, that's a lot of unsolved stuff today.
Yeah, I know. We got some dry snitches.
All right, here we go. Let's see
Baby,
what we
I'ma
got.
have the best freaking night of my life.
I'm curious to see if, because it's getting close to the holidays and there's some people that are going to be like in and out. I'm just like, are we going to get it? I always worry about the calls. Let's see.
When are y'all back in Knox? I don't know.
That's a good question. I honestly don't know.
Don't know.
Moo 3N. What does that even mean? Here we go. Good morning. Tell us your story. You can say your name or you can be anonymous. What do you got for us?
I witnessed a murder.
Okay.
Oh, wow. What happened?
This was back in the early 90s. I was working third shift, and I heard some screaming outside, and I walked out on my porch, and I saw a guy chasing another guy, and the guy doing the chasing had his arm up in the air, so I knew, he was trying to stab the guy, and the guy got away from him and ran up beside my house, and so I went down the stairs like I'm crazy or something, and walked around, and he was in my neighbor's backyard, leaned up against a camper, and there was a fence between our yards, and I asked him, I said, "Are you okay?" And he stepped out like, he was wanting to talk to me or wanting me to get help for him, and he just fell to the ground.
And died right there.
Face first, died right there.
Oh, my God.
So the
And it
guy
was so
stabbed him?
creepy. Yes, he did get stabbed. And it was so creepy that I was the last person that he saw.
Oh. Did you
And
end
I
up being
went-
a witness at the trial? And did the guy get caught?
I did have to testify. Yeah, they did get him. It was actually his sister's boyfriend.
Oh, wow. And how many years did he end up getting?
He did 5 years.
Okay. 5 years for a murder. Dang.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for your call. Do you know why he tried to kill the sister's boyfriend?
They also had a brother
I really don't want this part aired.
Oh, okay. Well, let's not
Posted.
talk about it. Let's not talk about it because we're on Facebook Live, so don't even worry about it. Thank you for your
Okay.
call. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Damn. All right.
Oh, I really wanted to know.
I know, but we got other
Ah.
calls to get to too. Hey, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Jasmine from Greenville.
Jasmine, real quick, tell us your story. What happened?
My sister is actually still missing. It'll be a year, January 30th. And we're pretty sure it was the father of her son,
Okay.
Who's
But,
your sister?
Yeah.
Alexis Ware.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yes.
So you guys still haven't heard anything, and did they ever put her baby father in custody or anything?
And let's not say any
No.
names outside of her name, but go ahead.
Yeah, we're pretty sure it was him, but they haven't arrested him or told us anything.
Yeah, because the last I heard was that he met her at the gas station to get the kids to meet at someone's house, and then she drove off.
Yeah, which we don't believe.
Okay. You know what? We need to hit us up on social media, and then let's take some time and talk to you about that whole thing, and talk a little bit more about that, if that's okay. Does that work?
Yeah, I'm gonna have one of my relatives, my cousin or my aunt.
Okay.
I don't have any social media.
No worries.
so
Sounds good. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Or you can be anonymous.
Hi, I want to be anonymous.
Tell us your story real quick. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I used to be a housekeeper back in the days, and when this man used to come every time, and like we never saw him with nobody, and like one day when I came in the morning to clean the rooms, like we see him go in the room, but when we came in the morning, he was all wrapped up in the bed sheet and all that, and so
With
Was he
blood?
murdered?
yes, somebody had murdered him overnight.
And so when you came to clean, you found him dead wrapped in bed sheets?
Yes, and he used to come all the time, like every week, probably on a Friday or Saturday. But like that time, like we knew him because he used to come all the time. But that time we came in the morning, he was wrapped up on the sheet.
Did they ever catch the person that murdered him?
No, we never knew what happened after that.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you for your call. Thanks for
Thank
listening.
you.
Hey, I'm sorry. We got to hop on the air real quick, and then we're going to come to your story. Sorry, okay? Hang on just a little bit. Dang, I don't have enough time to get that last one. These are going to take a little editing.
Whoo! Everybody's saying that the baby daddy from the Alexis Ware. So Alexis Ware is actually from Greenville, South Carolina, and that story happened here. And it's like she said, it's fresh, a year, and it's been going viral all over social media. I've seen a lot of people. This one guy on YouTube, he says that like he claims that she's still alive and like running from something. It's a whole lot of mess. Like it's a lot. But also people do think the baby father
Here we go.
something to do with it.
Recap. All right, well, we're definitely off to a bang.
Yeah, we are.
These stories are pretty intense. What are we doing, Barbie T?
It is True Crime Tuesdays, where everybody's calling in and telling their stories of any kind of crime that they've witnessed or experienced or know about.
Right, and a lot of these stories, to just give you a heads up, these are not only real, but they are intense. They involve murder, and I'm going to tell you, every time we start this topic, I'm shocked at how many phone calls we actually get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Locally at that.
Right. All of these stories are from this area. Let's go ahead and get into our first one. So she witnessed a murder.
Working third shift, I heard some screaming outside, and I walked out on my porch, and I saw a guy chasing another guy, and the guy doing the chasing had his arm up in the air, so I knew, he was trying to stab the guy. The guy got away from him, ran up beside my house, and so I went down the stairs like I'm crazy or something, and walked around, and he was in my neighbor's backyard, leaned up against a camper, and there was a fence between our yards, and I asked him, I said, "Are you okay?" And he stepped out like, he was wanting to talk to me or wanting me to get help for him, and he just fell to the ground.
And died right there.
Face first, died right there.
Oh, my God.
And
The
it
guy
was so
stabbed him?
creepy. Yes, he did get stabbed. And it was so creepy that I was the last person that he saw.
Did you
And
end
I
up being
went-
a witness at the trial? And did the guy get
I
caught?
did. I did have to testify. Yeah, they did get him. It was actually his sister's boyfriend.
The guy got 5 years. 5 years.
5
Which I would think
years.
that that's kind of a short time for that. You would think that someone would get longer than 5 years for murdering someone.
That's why the stuff that she didn't want to tell us, I wanted to know because I feel like that probably had something to do with it.
Right. Yeah. 866-639-4689. Your stories, if you have ever witnessed, been involved, or know someone. Is the crime solved? Did these people have to go to jail for a long period of time? Share your stories now. I do agree with you, Jackie, because a lot of times when you guys listen to our show, like you get to hear, like on the radio, I've edited all the ums out because I can't stand All right, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, I'm Sarah calling from Greenville.
Go ahead. Tell us your story. What happened?
Okay, so my grandfather, he's passed away now. His sister, when she was 16 years old, she was dating this guy or whatever. Well, she mysteriously, they were going down the road or whatever the story was back in 1940 something, whatever. She was going down the road and she fell out of the car, supposedly. Well, he rode around with her body in his trunk for 3 days before he went to the police.
What?
And the whole story, the whole story was she accidentally fell out of the car. The car door opened and she fell out of the car when she was 16. We all believe that he pushed her, he killed her. And what's crazy is every year since her passing, before he died, there was certain flowers that were put on her grave. Nobody knew who was doing it or anything. Like the whole family would ask around if there was anybody putting flowers on her grave, Sarah's grave. And we think it was him.
Wait, so he
Doing it
didn't get
every
charged for
single year.
anything?
Yeah, so did he not go to jail? He got out?
No, but you got to think, this is back in 1940 something.
Yeah,
you
right.
know? Yeah, so, she died, and we think that he killed her.
Wow.
But he's dead now.
Well,
and
yeah.
the flowers stopped coming after he died.
Mm.
So, that it was, and I got named after her. So, but yeah, that was a big story in our family.
Well, and the
So,
thing that's so weird about that is, like, he drove around with the girl's body in his trunk.
For 3 days.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't care
Yeah,
what year
he
it is. You're
told-
going to jail for that.
Yeah, he told the police he was scared. He didn't know what to do. So I don't really know how the laws were back then, but he did not go to jail for it. But it was just weird, He didn't talk to any of the family anymore. Like he went AWOL pretty much on everybody. Like didn't talk to my, her brother and my grandpa and all that. Like he was done.
If
But
I
then
murdered
flowers
somebody, I wouldn't talk to their family either. Yeah, that's probably why, because he murdered
Right.
them.
But it was crazy because flowers started coming up on her grave
Yeah.
on her birthday every year.
That's crazy. Okay.
Mhm.
Thank
Yeah.
you for your
Thank
call.
you.
Thank you for the story. Thanks for holding on. Damn.
That's a lot.
Isn't it?
That is a lot.
Drove around and you know what? That's another thing that I've noticed on these stories is a lot of people put the body in the trunk, right? Back in the days of Mayberry jail, do you all remember the story about the little boy?
That's what I was just reading.
No.
Oh, goodness. Call in, Brittany. I don't remember that story.
Yo, yeah, there was a story. So when I was doing the Hawaii show, there was a family. This made national news, but they had like several adopted kids, and one of the kids went missing. And so they were on the news. Like all these people in Hawaii, this is during COVID times, were like searching for this kid all over the place because they were like, she's gone missing. We think someone's abducted her, all of this stuff. Next thing you know, they had murdered her and they buried her in their yard, in their house. Yeah. Yeah.
What
and,
the
and,
hell?
And so it was like literally all these news stories and they were just lying to everybody. Hey, Brittany, good morning. Go ahead. Tell us the story real quick. What happened?
Good morning. So I knew the family. The mom's name was Joanne, and the dad's name was Andrew, and they had this little boy. His name was AJ Friend. He was 5 years old, and they used to beat him. He would have accidents, and they would beat him. And one day, he had an accident in his underwear, and they put him in a cold shower, butt naked in the shower, and they were beating him in the shower. And then they made him lay on the bed in his room with no clothes on, no diaper on. He was just butt naked on the bed. He had no blankets, no food, no drinks, nothing in his room but him on this bed on a floor. And they woke up in the middle of the night and found him unresponsive because they beat him to death in the shower, and they laid him down in bed, and he passed away in his sleep. And they reported him missing. They tried to research some like CPR and stuff to do to try to revive him in the middle of the night on their phones.
And that's how they
And
caught
when-
that they were lying about it.
Yeah, so they when they reported him missing, the dad put him in a tote and took the tote and buried the tote on a property around their house. And he was there for about a week, and they had the FBI and everybody involved, and it was like a week-long manhunt for this little boy. And they ended up they took the phones to do their investigation and found that they were researching CPR and stuff, and there was a video of this little boy being beat in the shower on the mother's phone, and they tried to get rid of the phones, and they didn't, but they ended up finding him a week later in a tote, kind of decomposed. It started the decomposing process already, and it was a nightmare. I knew the family personally. I grew up with the older brother, and I knew the grandmother who had custody of the older brother. They used to come into my work all the time, and I grew up with them. So
And
That's
I
just so
just
sad.
saw this and I found it, and they said that they beat him with a detachable shower head.
yes,
What the
it was
hell?
with they took the shower head and they were beating him with it over the head, and he had marks all over his body, and the mother they barely got. I don't remember how long it was, but for the heinous crime that they committed, it did not equate to the punishment that they got.
The father got 30 years, the mother got 35.
Yeah, they should be
yeah,
there forever. No, never
It
come
should
out.
be life in prison,
Yeah.
and they didn't. They
need
got
the
a
death
chance
penalty.
at parole.
Oh, they got a chance at. Wait, it's 30 years with parole somewhere in there?
I'm pretty positive, if I'm correct, the mother got a chance has a chance at parole. I can't remember, but I'm almost certain one of the other
mother's
has a
trying to
chance at
claim
parole.
postpartum depression and psychosis and all this other BS.
Wow.
Yeah, she tried to, but she had just had another baby named Parker, and she used to treat him like he was a saint. And AJ would watch her treat Parker like he was the saint. He would get everything. Well, she would abuse AJ and beat him right in front of Parker and make Parker watch.
Brittany, thank you for your call. And the crazy thing is you know these people, and it's just like,
I
man,
do,
you
and
know.
it tore me up. I literally sat, because that happened in Illinois where I'm from,
Yeah.
and I live in Tennessee now. And when that story hit, my husband sat there and watched me go crazy for months because it literally ate me up inside. I couldn't live with myself knowing I knew that little boy, and he was just murdered.
Listen, thanks for sharing. Brittany, thank you for your
Thank you.
call. Take care.
Thank you.
You forgot Renee's call from last week. Remember she called in afterwards? That one
Oh,
case.
blank. I hope I had that. Renee, I might have to get you to call again after the show again because somebody reset my computer and
Oh, yeah.
I
that is
lost
right.
a lot. So, but I am going to look for that and then we'll definitely play it. Is this it? Nope.
That is crazy.
Oh, there we go. There it is.
There was a family in Roane County that was involved in some shady stuff, but the father pushed his wife out of the car on the interstate. Pretty sure she was killed,
Garrett.
and his daughter was
this.
murdered. She was an adult.
I need
Her
you.
2 daughters were found her when they came home. Rumor was the father had the son do it. Nobody was ever charged.
It's in transfer. It is,
What?
it's called This. That's what I try to do.
I
Jim.
know.
is saved.
I can't even deal. My mom was pregnant with me. She was going to the store and saw some dude walking really close to her. And she saw a white van driving really slow, and the dude ended up grabbing my mom, and an older woman saw it. So she tackled my mom, and when she tackled my mom, the van opened up the doors, and they started shooting the guy that grabbed my mom. And when my mom got up, she didn't find the woman who tackled her. She just was not there. She disappeared. So the person, so I have a question, Jay. So the white van killed their own person because he was unsuccessful grabbing your mom. That's wild. Look up Landon Robbins, Spring City, Tennessee. It was a family in Bakersfield, California, who had adopted two little boys. And the parents, ooh, that reminds me of, that story with Ariel here. This girl I went to college. She actually won the cooking show. I went to school with her, and she murdered her little girl that she adopted. She adopted the little girl and her brother, I believe. And she had two other sons of her own. And the mother and father both are in prison now. The father said it was Ariel the whole time. Like, they would always beat her and stuff. Yeah, these stories. Whew. Mm-hmm. Landon was the little boy that was killed by his mom and boyfriend. Oh my gosh. Is that recent? Did that happen recently? That happened.
2 minutes.
That happened last year. How could you just, oh my God, y'all, like, I cannot even imagine. Mm.
I wouldn't talk to family if they thought that I had killed somebody, if I did or not. Dang, that's crazy. All right.
Some people don't really deserve children.
I agree with that.
Facts.
Yeah, well, that
Facts.
comment was over there on YouTube too.
Yeah, I really don't think. I think people should be mentally evaluated before they have kids. That's just my opinion. Everyone. Everybody needs to be evaluated, men and women, before they create another life. Yeah, she was on Top Chef.
Yep.
No, she was on.
No,
No,
she was
wasn't
one
on
of those
Top
bad
She
chef
was, yeah,
shows.
she was on the like My Worst Cook show. And the crazy thing is, after she won, like that money was to go help secure the adoption and everything, and like she was gonna come on this show. Like it was.
Oh yeah, Barbie was trying to get that on, and I was like, oh, just oof. That's great. She's a bad chef. Oof. And then all of a sudden, that story came out, and I'm like, damn, that's nuts.
Right.
50 seconds. What do you think?
Why do you need a license to fish but not have a child? Facts.
Because of money.
Facts.
40 seconds.
In that book, the mom would make the son sleep on a cot in the basement, refused to feed him, locked him in the bathroom with bleach and ammonia mixed together, held his hand over a gas stove. It ended up being 3 books total the man wrote when he got older. Whoa. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Crazy stories this morning. All right, let's get into it.
And they need to start bringing back, like, torturing people that do heinous things to children. Like, or just to anyone.
Here we go. Freak, yeah. Okay, really?
What?
YouTube, we got one of those spam bots.
Oh yeah.
Sex 69 fun. Whoop. All right, let's go ahead and get into this True Crime Tuesday round 2. Actually, this is round 3. So we want to hear your stories. Have you ever had like some kind of connection to a true crime?
Oh.
We're talking like crazy stories, like, stuff that you would see on the ID channel. And man, this morning, like any other Tuesday, man, crazy stories. Go ahead, Barbie.
Yeah, I just got one story in. I won't say the company names, but I worked for a retailer that armored trucks drivers stole some deposits. It was a lot of money, but he was on camera picking the deposits up from the store. So when they never made it back to the bank, it was a no-brainer.
Wow. You know what? And that reminds you of the story from there was a Hobby Lobby, and the manager there would steal furniture. So after everybody was gone and he was supposed to be closing up the store, he would get his truck, he'd pull it up to the back, and then he would load furniture from Hobby Lobby. Do you remember this, Barbie?
Yeah.
And then he would go sell it at like some kind of flea market or something like that. And in the end, the FBI had to come in because he'd been doing it for so long that there was almost like $1 million worth of merchandise that had been stolen from the Hobby Lobby.
He made tons of money off of that.
Right? Good morning. So this one is a girl's family and the story behind their family and a murder that happened. This happened from 1940s. This is like a long time ago. Share the story, what went down.
My grandfather, he's passed away now. His sister, when she was 16 years old, she was dating this guy. They were going down the road. She was going down the road and she fell out of the car, supposedly. Well, he rode around with her body in his trunk for 3 days before he went to the police.
What?
The whole story was she accidentally fell out of the car. The car door opened and she fell out of the car when she was 16. We all believe that he pushed her, he killed her. And what's crazy is every year since her passing, before he died, there were certain flowers that were put on her grave. Nobody knew who was doing it or anything. Like the whole family would ask around if there was anybody putting flowers on her grave, Sarah's grave. We think it was him.
Wait, so he didn't get charged for anything?
Yeah, so did he not go to jail? He got out?
Yeah, he told the police he was scared. He didn't know what to do. So I don't really know how the laws were back then, but he did not go to jail for it. But it was just weird, He didn't talk to any of the family anymore. Like he went AWOL.
Well, guilt. There's a lot of stuff in there. Even if he didn't do it, I mean, like if everybody thinks that you did it, you're probably not going to talk to him.
Right, but he obviously did it. He had her body in his truck for 3 days.
Right, and that's the thing. You put him in the trunk of your car for 3 days?
That just doesn't make sense. I don't understand how he didn't get arrested.
After the story about the people stealing money from the company, there's another one. Brittany says that when I worked for Murphy's, the store manager would count the deposits at the store and recount them in the bank parking lot and take all the extra money out of the deposit and pocket it.
Oh. That's shady.
And the thing is that's why they have a lot of cameras. I noticed this at some other store. A lot of the cameras are right above the register. It's not because of the customer. It's because of the employees, like pocketing money and stuff like that. Give us a call, 866-639-4689, True Crime Tuesday. Barbie, you've got the tea. That's going to be coming up at about 8:50. What are you working on?
Megan Thee Stallion's case. Now that's some crime.
Yeah, True Crime Tuesday. There you go. Megan Thee Stallion and the tea. We'll go ahead and get into that next.
Child, they're trying to slut shame her.
Yep. Oof. All right, guys. I think that's going to wrap it up for our live today. It was an interesting one. And Renee, I think we'll get to yours next week. That's fine. It's fine. Oh, were you really? When we went live? Yeah. Sorry, Renee. We'll do it again next week. I should have gotten that edited before the show anyways. All right, guys. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning. Take care. Love you guys.